Hey everybody, happy Monday, or whatever day you're watching this video. I have 5 decks that are below 5,000 dust that'll help you climb the standard ladder. Let's go into the win rates right now for this week. Hunter, Paladin, Rogue, Druid, Warrior. Not a lot of change from last week. Demon Hunter is still lowest of the low. It is what it is. Demon Hunter has a really cool skin for Hollow's End, but there's not a lot of Demon Hunter decks that are playable right now. No biggie, they'll come back. I have faith in Demon Hunter. To look at some of the classes and how their archetypes are working on, Death Knight has opportunities. There's Plague, there's Frost, there's Unholy we're going to talk about that's above 50%. Demon Hunter only has Outcast. Like I said, it is what it is, but Druid, Hunter, Paladin, Mage, they all have so many decks that you can play that are above 50%. It's very easy. Same here with Rogue, same here with Priest. Control Priest and Automaton Priest are back up higher. Before, I think it was last week and the week before, it was only Undead that was showing up, so there is some opportunity there. If you are a Priest main, Totem Shaman is good, Yogg Shaman is good. Don't forget, they are going to nerf Yogg, and supposedly something is happening to nerf Druid this coming week. Be prepared for that, but you know, until then, play that into your heart's content. And then Warlock has a lot of opportunities here. Warrior has some opportunities as well. There's a lot of classes that you can play around with. The thing is we're trying to find decks below 5,000 dust. So let's get into the ones that I found. A little bit variety from last week and the week before, but the last couple of weeks of videos, a lot of the decks still apply. So if you don't see anything here, you might be okay with a deck from the last week or the week before. So check those out as well. Don't skip on those. Control Warrior, first off, 0 dust with a 54% win rate. And this is a Control Warrior. It's just building off of the regular main structure of Warrior, which is using a lot of spells to jam up and kill your opponent's minions. You've got Bash, which is popular. You got Blade Storm. You got one of the things that you've seen here when you're going through this is Frightened Flunky, Heavy Plate Sword Eater. It's all taunt. Same with Ziliax, it's all taunt. So you want to get our Mega Dillo out as quickly as possible so you can go ahead and, with having some of those taunt minions in your hand, you'll be able to go ahead and give them a +2/+2. And then of course there's a variety here of Barongeddon, Dr. Boom, Hellscream, Primordial Drake, Ragnaros. These are all core cards, so you should already have these. And then these will help you win the game. Absolutely. Ragnaros is awesome. Can't attack, but at the end of your turn, deal 8 damage to a random enemy. And the great thing with this deck is there's a lot of opportunity, because it's a control, for you to tech in cards that you might own. There's several opportunities here that you can go through in case you don't like one of the things that are happening. This is a lot of spells in this, and there's a lot of minions that are above 5 mana. So if you want to switch some things around, you can absolutely do so. A lot of variety in this deck, and this will help you win some games. Next up is Unholy Death Knight. Told you I was going to talk about Death Knight. 61.1% win rate, and this is going to cost 1,600 dust. And it's different from the last Unholy that I did because this one has Sire Denathrius in it. And the structure for this one is the spells and the minions that you're going to throw on board are going to help you gain corpses. And your goal here is to try to gain as many corpses as possible. So Body Bagger is going to let you do one. Plague Grain is going to give you some, and then he's going to create 4 crates in your deck. That's going to summon more of them that has more opportunities. Every single one of these is an opportunity for you to build corpses. Same here. End of your turn. Raise a corpse as a 1/3 Risen Footman with Taunt. You'll be able to use that and then have that corpse come back after that dies. Spend a corpse to gain +1/+2. Use your hero power as well, obviously. Graveyard Shift. Summon 2 1/1 zombies with Reborn. Keep on doing this. You do this to, destroy their board on your side. And then of course, if you have a wide board, use Grave Strength. Don't worry about it. You're going to be able to spend 5 corpses. You're going to have a lot of corpses. If possible, If you can mulligan, I usually, when I'm playing this deck, I try to mulligan Sire Denathrius in my hand immediately, just because at the end of the day, after everything else you're doing, you're going to have a lot of corpses. And then your Lord Merogar at the end is going to have all of the board that's very swingy, has the ability to have a huge board. It's going to be 7 7s and 8 8s and 9 9s. That's going to be great. And then all of those die. And then you'll go ahead, because you've already put this in your hand. You'll have a huge Sire Denathrius at the end of the day. It will be monumentally big to see how many hits that you're doing. And then, of course, it's a lifesteal. So all of that comes back to you. And then, of course, Alexstrasza will round this out, because it's going to help you with health or help something else with health, or it's going to deal 8 damage. Many games have been won because of this card. So take a look at this one. It's a really cool deck. Next up, Drum Druid, 2,880 dust with a 66% win rate. Even though Druid is supposedly going to get hit, even though Yogg is supposedly going to get hit, I do not think that Druid is just going to die and go way down on the win rates. It's still going to be possible. And a lot of these cards are cards that you should have already. They're in the core set. You should be fine with this. The idea with Drum Druid is very simple. Keep yourself alive for the beginning turns. Try to bring out Summer Flower Child, which draws 2 cards that cost 6 or more. And then if you do the finale, it costs 1 less. You'll make this Drum Circle 6 mana, this one Cultivation. You'll make that 7 mana. And then this is going to help you create crazy heavy boards of minions, to where your treants are +2, +4, and taunt. You do this with Solar Eclipse, that's going to be huge. Plus, you'll need that to be a lot lower. Cultivation is, of course, as well. This one right here is going to be huge. Give your minions +2, +2. Costs 1 less for each treant you've summoned this game. You're going to summon some treants. You're going to summon with where is it? Forest Seedlings. You're going to go ahead and you're going to summon. There it is. Add 2 treants in your hand. That Solar Eclipse is, like I said, it's amazing. Natural Causes, deal 2 damage and summon 2/2 treant. You'll be able to do this. Disciple of Anar. Your next choose 1 card has power has both effects combined. Excuse me. That is going to be great for you to be able to do that with Drum Circle. Imagine that. Cultivation, like I said, that will be the swinging turn. Usually if you see people using Cultivation, especially if they have it with Solar Eclipse, that usually ends the game. They quit right there. So there's a lot of opportunities here. This is not the easiest one to pilot. This takes a little bit of time. You will need to play a few games of this in order to get it right, but from the low end of the ladder, from bronze to gold, you'll be able to play this pretty well, and you will win some games. Great thing is this will carry over. Once you hit gold, you'll make a couple of changes in your deck, and you'll be able to continue with this on the ladder, because right now Druid is being played all over the ladder, and it's dominating all over the ladder. Next up as well, Undead Priest. I mentioned Undead Priest off and on for many weeks now. This one's 2,880 dust with a 64.8% win rate. And this one is different from all the ones that I've talked about before, because it's got ETC Band Manager. And the band has the Sunwell in it. Sunwell is amazing. Fill your hand with random spells. Costs 1 less for each other card in your hand. The ability for you to just grab a bunch of random spells in there, potentially for low cost, depending on where they're at. This one's a good card. Silver Moon Arcanist as well. Spell damage is +2. Your spells can't target heroes this turn. This is a good card that's being played in priests all over the place. And then Shard of the Naru to silence all enemy minions. I like this also because it's tradable. So, ETC is a utility. You can use it depending on what you need, depending on who you're fighting. And this is just, if you've seen it before, Undead Priest is just the shadow package. So if all the spells in your deck are all shadow, enter shadow form, you're not healing, you're doing damage with your hero power, and then the undead shadow combos are what's helping you stay alive and kill your opponent's board. So Mindseer, that's a good one. The cool thing with this is, with a lot of these decks, especially this one or what have you, as long as it's undead in a shadow, you have the ability to build some other opportunities from your collection if you wanted to. So don't skimp on this one. Try it out, especially if you've been playing Undead Priest and you want a little bit more variety. ETC is your friend. Last up, Paladin's not going anywhere, like I said. Pure Paladin, 3,680 dust with a 63.8% win rate. This is more expensive, absolutely, but this will carry you through the grind. Once you're out of gold, once you're out of diamond, you'll be able to mess around with this. So 3,680 dust, like I said, and it's a pure Paladin, so all of the cards are Paladin cards, and what I like to do is try to get Order in the Court out as much as possible, and then try to get Light Rays out as much as possible, and then Countess. Countess will win you games. It's going to be upsetting when this card leaves Standard, but this is exactly what you think it is. It's a pure Paladin. You've seen it before. You've played it before. Great haul. You know, I see a lot of people saying that these locations are not used a lot, but I like this location because this, with where we are now in the meta with all these big minions that come on board, this one is a great equalizer, as well as Horn of the Windlord. This is a great card as well. You know, whatever is on the board, however heavy it is, whether it's 20 health or, you know, 15 health, it doesn't matter what health it is. As soon as you attack it, it turns into a 3/3. So it's, like I said, it's a very good equalizer. And then you have, you know, Righteous Protector, you have Sanguine Soldier, you have these cards in here, and these minions in here that are small to start, super fast to get out, and the next thing you know, you're going and you're making this thing a +3. This card with Horn of the Windlord and something else on board can usually end the game right then and there. Hand of Adal, this is a great card. Resistance Aura, your opponent's spells cost 1 more in last 3 turns. This is a good one as well. So try it. Like I said, this will also carry over once you're out of gold, and there's so much opportunities for you to throw other cards in here as long as they're Paladin cards. Remember that, because Countess, once you throw a neutral in, it's not going to count anymore. Same thing here. Light Ray, it's just the synergy is not going to work. That's it for this week. I'm at currently 907 subs today. I'm trying to get to 1,000. I also have a giveaway going on for a Showdown in the Badlands expansion. The mega bundle to be exact. Looks like I think I'm going to go ahead and pick the giveaway winner on around November 8th, right around that. I will link in the description below the video to go see all the details on that. And listen, if you like what I'm doing, please sub. There's many more videos to go. I'm going to start reviewing and discussing all of the cards that have been announced in the past couple of days, and I will be doing that throughout the entire expansion release. And there's a lot more to come. So thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time.